Hey guys, Cliff here with Funny Bug Bees and Woodworks. It's about that time of year to start feeding. I like to open feed, and the reasons for that, it's just easier. You don't have to tear your hives apart. It's super simple to do. There's a lot of ways to do it. I put out 60-gallon food service plastic drums that I fill with chunks of wood from the shop so that the bees can land on it. That's one way to do it. But I've also started putting up around my properties mason jar feeders, which are super simple to make. And I'm going to show you guys one of those right now. So right here we have, it's a simple 4x4 post that's been concreted into the ground. Some exterior grade decking and cut with mason jar feeder lids. Easy. You can make these as big as you want, but the bees are totally into it. Great way to open feed. Keeps your feeders away from your hives, and keeping your feeders away from your hives is something you want to do. It helps with robbing. You don't have robbing behavior because the bees learn to go somewhere other than near the hives to get to their food. Right now it's like the 7th, 8th of October. Here in eastern North Carolina, that means it's still summertime. It's 80 degrees here most years on Halloween, which is at the end of the month. So like our weather here is pretty great. It changes literally from one day to the next. It'll be 85 today, and tomorrow it can be 55. So there's huge swings, but we're trying to get all of our bees enough food sources put up for the winter, but we don't want to feed them around their hives or even in their hives. I just don't like in-hive feeders a lot. I like hive top feeders, some of them. I don't like Miller styles, but some other ones, Fat Bee Man feeders, which we actually sell and build here. I love those because they can be filled without opening the hive. Or open feeding is a great way to do it as well, and that's what these are for. So if you guys, maybe I'll do a little video this week on how to build these, what size holes to drill, and all of that good stuff. But as a general rule, I don't feed near my hives. I let the bees find things like this. The scouts come out, they find it, and they start taking this food down. Those jars were full yesterday. I filled them up, and all of them are half full now. So their bees are starting to find it. They're taking it down. They're taking it back to their hives. And that's a good thing. One second, I'll show you guys another way I do it as well, which is with the 60-gallon food service drums. So this right here is half of a 50-gallon food service drum that I've cut in half and just made a simple handle on it. It's full of scrap pieces of wood, not sawdust because they can't get down between that, but I fill it about halfway up with pretty decent little pieces of scrap wood from the shop. It floats on sugar syrup, the wood does, and it's non-treated wood, so it doesn't put any chemicals into the feed. This one here doesn't have anybody visiting it yet because I just put it out and nobody has found it yet, but I've got it up off the ground about 8 feet. They'll find it eventually. So that's it, pretty easy to do. If you put up 10 of those posts around your property, if you have the property size for that, I'd say put up about 3 mason jars per hive, depending on how much you're trying to get done, and just sprinkle them throughout your property away from your hives. That way your bees are constantly going away from the other hives. Sorry, there's a plane coming over, to get to their food. It helps with robbing, keeps your hives from robbing each other out. If there's a food source, they're not going to rob each other. It makes no sense to bees to fight and die for food when it's freely available in your bee yard. So put food out for them this time of the year whenever there's a nectar dearth, especially if you're trying to get them to put up winter stores, and you won't have problems with robbing. If you do have problems with robbing, then put up robbing screens and put external food sources out, and the bees will find that and they'll stop robbing each other out. Anyway, just a quick video. I want to talk to you about that. I got 1 or 2 more videos that'll be coming out this week. I promise. It's been super busy for me and I haven't been able to put out a video in a while. And we've got our product giveaway coming up as well. So keep an eye out for that. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Oh, don't forget to visit funnybugbeesandwoodworks.com. We got all your beekeeping supplies you might need and monthly specials. So check us out. Thanks.